Hi everyone, it's Gagajoy. I'm glad you dropped in. Such a pretty day here. Today we're going to be doing hamburger steak or Salisbury steak, whichever you call it. I grew up with hamburger steak. My grandmother always called it Salisbury steak. I have three great grandsons. One's 12, 7, and 5 months. The 7 wants Salisbury steak, so today it's Salisbury steak. And that's his favorite, so that's what I'm going to fix for him. And of course, it's a very simple dish. You can make it as flavorful as you want to. I've got 2 1/4 pounds of hamburger here, and I just sort of shaped them little long ways so they all look alike or similar, so that they can all cook about the same time. I remember growing up, my grandmother used to make Salisbury steak. That's what she called it. So it's all the same thing. I remember at school, when we were in school, they always cooked something that called Salisbury steak, but it didn't look like Salisbury steak to me. So I think we all have our own take on Salisbury steak. I turned them once and I put a lid on them for a little while to make sure they were done on the inside. And I do think they are. Of course, you'll cook a little bit more when I put them in the oven. I always put them in the oven for a little while when I put the vegetables in there. Oh yeah. Ain't so good. Let's put a few onions and peppers in just for a little while. I've got the mushrooms. Feel good too, and then we'll make a gravy. I'll put salt at these. I never get everything working at the same time, ever. Now I do wash my mushrooms. I don't care if they're cut or not. I always wash them on the set for a while. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of the dirt comes off of them. They really does. Now I'm going to cook this for a while. We'll try those. Alright, I'm going to put these vegetables now. Well, I think I've got enough oil left. on the gravy. We hope. I'd say it's about 2 tablespoons full. Not more. Maybe I'll put a little bit more. There's another tablespoonful. Yeah, that's about right. I put about 2 tablespoons of flour in, and it has to be 50-50, so we'll go with that. A little dark. Do you like white gravy or dark gravy? Now I'm going to put a can of beef broth in. Now this time you could put cream if you wanted to. I don't usually do that. I like the clear gravy. Not clear, but this cut. See, let's put a little bit of garlic in it. Garlic salt, paprika, just a touch. Great. It makes beautiful gravy. Now you may, like I said, you may want to make milk gravy. And you might want to make white. Everybody has their own taste. I do it my way for my kids. You know. That's why I said I'm not a cook. I'm just somebody that cooks for my grandchildren and children. Okay, we got it going. I've got my oven heating to 350. It's almost there, and I'm going to put this in the oven for maybe a half an hour. That's just so that everything can sort of melt together. And we'll be back. Well, our Salisbury steak just came out of the oven. And it does look good. I have to be there. Grandmothers are always the official tasters, aren't they? That's good. Gotta have more salt. I'm always afraid of over-salting something. And when you do that, you can't go back, so. Better to have not enough than too much. Well, we're going to have Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, and beans. Tonight, that's my granddaughter's favorite food is beans. So we're having a sort of an eclectic meal. Take care of yourself. Try the Salisbury steak. Your grandchildren may love it too. It's a beautiful day here. I'm going to go clean the leaves off the porch and wait for the grandchildren. Take care of yourself. Remember the joy. See you soon.